Hello and welcome to the SPM Tech channel. My name is Sebastian and today we're going to show you this. That's what's inside the box. These are the components of our single-channel DeltaP measurement system, more exactly the so-called START model. So what we have here is an air controller box to adjust pressures and airflow into the system. We have a so-called hand unit to operate the system. These two components are interconnected with each other via an umbilical. This umbilical features an outer sheet to protect against sharp edges, and it has a length of 10 meters. So to give you flexibility to move around and to have freedom when measurement. Next component are the so-called orifices to adjust the airflow. I come to that in a second. And we have a variety of different sizes and types of so-called pneumatic plugs to execute those measurements. Plug sizes are 80 millimeters or 3/4 inch, 25 millimeters or 1 inch, 35 millimeters or 1.4 inches, 42 millimeters, 50 and 75. What are inflatable plugs? Inflatable plugs feature a silicone sheet or a heavy-duty rubber sheet, black rubber sheet. They are inserted into the tube which has to be measured, and then they are inflated to seal off the tubes. Typical service life of these kind of plugs are 10 to 20,000 measurements because these plugs feature a heavy-duty silicone rubber ball which has minimum a wall thickness of 3 millimeters. Further, we have extension pieces, so you have a good operating height for your hand unit in relation to the plugs. All the system features are quick couplings, push-in couplings, so you are very fast in setting the system up for operation. So this START model features a digital manometer to get the readings, the pressure readings. The so-called Pro model would feature instead, it kind of looks the same like this one, but it features instead a data logging device which has a higher accuracy, and it is able to save data internally and take it out to read it out afterwards. Operation is very simple. We have a slide valve to activate the pressure into the plug, on and off, and we have another ball valve to start and stop the airflow for the measurements. The air controller over here features two adjusting knobs and two manometers. The blue knob together with the small manometer is adjusting the airflow into the plugs, and this black knob with the larger manometer is adjusting the airflow or the pressure for the measurement, which really goes through the system. As a second or a third option, we feature a so-called Pro model, and I'm just going to remove a few items to show you the difference between the START and the Pro model to the PLC model. First difference, a different hand unit for the so-called PLC model. The PLC model features a small touch panel, color touch panel to be operated, start and or emergency stop button, and also connectors for the plugs. Together, I'm going to remove this one. This so-called PLC model features a separate controller. It has the same adjustment features for the plug pressure and for the airflow into the system, but as the PLC requires electronics and electronic power, we came up with a battery-powered system. The system uses standard batteries for Makita or for the Bosch, and it has plugs or sockets for these accumulators on the sides, and it can be started. We are aware accumulators only have a running life of like a couple of hours, like 5 hours for these types. That's why we placed a separate or a second connector, and you're able to place a second battery over here, either to increase the operation life, or while the other battery is connected, you can remove this battery for charging So in this way, the system features a continuous operation even if it is running on battery. This comes in very handy when you're on site, because you don't have to set up any electronic powers into your measurement operation. You don't have to worry with any of these. You just come along with a couple of standard batteries or accumulators and exchange them as you go, as you require. So thank you very much for watching this video. In case of any questions, feel free to contact us, and you all have a great day.